Hi, this is Mark Michelot from Building Aspirations, and I do marketing consulting. And I've been doing this for a number of years, and I realize that there's some things that I know that other people just don't know. And one of the things is how much should marketing really cost? Because sometimes people come to me and just because they have no knowledge, they think they can get something for $100 and they just don't know. They just have no understanding of how much this costs. How much is a website? Is it $100? Is it $10,000? And they have no frame of reference. And because they have no frame of reference, they're really at a loss when they contact me, because one of the first things that we talk about is what is your budget, because I need to have some reasonable understanding of what your expectations are in order for me to fulfill them. And it's like everything else. When you're buying a car, when you're going on vacation, you can buy a car for $100, or you can buy a $50,000, or you can buy potentially $1 million car. The person with whom you're speaking needs to have some measure of what your budget is so that they can make sure that they're aligned with your needs and provide you what you want. And you don't want to waste people's time. I mean, if you really have $1,000 budget for a car, you're not going to go to the Mercedes dealership, right? You're going to find a junker used car. So let me walk you through a real life example of literally what just happened to me just a short time ago, and walk you through what a client was thinking and what reality actually is. And I'm going to walk you through the numbers right here. Okay, and I'm going to give you examples of what the client wanted and talk through what reality actually is. Now, what the client actually wanted was a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is an assistant who helps you virtually. If you're not familiar with the terms, VA is a fairly common term that you see. And their budget was $20 to $30 per hour. And they wanted the virtual assistant to do some basic work. They wanted them to do social media, email marketing, and lead pages. Now, social media marketing, you just don't post stuff and just hope something happens. All of your marketing needs to be done strategically. So if you don't put in the time and energy to it, you're going to get poor results. You don't just go on vacation. You put time and energy into research into what type of vacation you want, and then you execute from there. You have a specific plan. Same thing with email marketing, same thing with lead pages. If you're unfamiliar with lead pages, some people call them squeeze pages, sales pages. It's where you send people to convince them to actually make the investment to purchase your product. Now, what they were thinking is that they wanted someone to work 3 hours a week. So that's 12 hours a month. Okay, 4 weeks in a month, 4 times 3 is 12. Now, first of all, look at this number right here. 3 hours a week. Now think about your work life. If you have a complex email, it may take you half an hour to reply to an email. And think about something in your life. Suppose you run out of towels, okay? It might take you an hour to replace those towels because you need to get into the car and drive to the store and come back, right? So even though it's a relatively quote unquote simple task, it still takes time, energy, and effort to accomplish it. So 3 hours a week for this seemingly short list of activities is an unreasonable expectation, and I'll walk you through that. Now they were thinking $20 to $30 an hour. So if you take the high end $30 an hour times 12, that's $360 per month. Okay, $360 per month. Okay, now once again, think about that. How much do you spend at Starbucks? I'll just do the math right here. If you buy something for $4 times 5 days a week times 4 weeks of the month, oh, gotta put in the equal sign here. That's $80 right there. Okay, so if you're just you're spending $80 a month on coffee, right? And then you know what? Maybe you go out to lunch, and then the lunch is $10 for the lunch times 5 days in the week times 4 weeks in the month equals $200. You see? So it's entirely possible that you're spending more on your lunches and your coffee than you want an employee who's going to do the marketing in your business. So you need to have some degree of reasonable expectations here. Because this right here, that rate is not appropriate for this skill set. You are just not posting randomly on social media. You're just not sending random emails. You need to do this in a manner to get results. And you know what? You can go to the 99-cent store and buy stuff, but I hope you realize that the items that you're buying at the 99-cent store are going to be lower quality. And I'm not saying anything bad about the 99-cent store. I'm saying that if you buy a 99-cent tool, it probably will not perform as well as the professional craftsman who brings the professional tools. That's just life. Okay. Now, I actually read an article in the Wall Street Journal just a short time ago. I can't remember the specific date, but it was in the last couple weeks or so. And it was talking about fulfillment centers in the United States. A fulfillment center is a warehouse. That's where people take items and put them into boxes and ship them, like a Amazon.com fulfillment center. Okay, now these are people who are taking items and putting them in boxes. Okay, this is probably not something where you need a PhD or an advanced college degree. This is a basic skill set. Okay, now look, they're getting roughly $15.50 an hour plus benefits, right? So really, if they're getting any type of health insurance or any type of vacation pay, okay, they're really earning more than $15.50 an hour. And this right here is part-time and they need a higher skill set. So really, she wanted $20 an hour at the low end, and a reasonable rate for this is $60 an hour. So even at the high end, it's double, and it's potentially triple at the low end. So you have a totally egregiously unreasonable expectation in the beginning. She wanted something at pretty much 30 cents on the dollar. Now let me give you some more specifics here. Okay, let's just take the one skill set that she wanted, the lead pages. Now, if you create a lead page, a sales page, a landing page on your website, the whole goal is to result in sales. You want people to go there and be convinced of the quality of your product and services so that they buy it. Okay, so you're not going to just, oh, let me put out something randomly. No, you need to put in a lot of time and energy here. And people who are really expert at this, they get, I mean, a lot of money. A really well-constructed sales page could be $10,000. No joke, no exaggeration. Look it up because it will result in very significant revenue generation for the person who is hosting that page. So they will pay people for their expert skill. So I mean, just super duper basic here. Okay, just very conservative. Okay, you need to determine the market. Is this men? Is this women? Is this teenagers? You need to determine the call of action. Are they going to buy? Are they going to make an appointment? Are they going to download? What are they going to do? And how do you drive that action? Now you have to determine the copy. So you have to write the copy, write the sentences in an emotional, enticing, intriguing way to encourage the people to connect with you for whatever you want them to do. And then it needs to be proofed. It needs to be edited. Is it grammatically correct? Is it too complex? Are the word choices inappropriate for the target market? I mean, do you know how many syllables to have in a good sentence? I mean, if you're not a professional copywriter, you probably don't know that information. But that's the level of skill set right here. And then you're going to design the page. Okay, so when you take the words and you make the words look pretty on a physical website, and then you launch it, right? You have to make sure that it's mobile friendly, that it's optimized, that it works well in different browsers. And then you know what? You have to monitor. What are the results? Is it getting traffic? What do the analytics look like? Are there specific traffic analytics on this page? Is it hooked to Google Analytics? You have to look at that information. And then you have to review and address and adjust it. So look right here. Okay, so if someone is very skilled and very knowledgeable and doing exactly what they need and there's no delays, okay, it might take 26 hours. Okay, that's 3 full work days plus. Best case scenario, super conservative here. I mean, it could take a month. So now, what the client wanted was 12 hours a month at $30. What was reasonable, 26 hours for the month at $60 an hour. Okay? So they wanted something for $360 that would cost $1,560. And you know what? We didn't even look at the other skill sets right here. I mean, she wanted email and social media as well. I'm just talking about the one lead page here. Okay, and look at the difference here, folks. Okay, this is kind of off by a factor of 5. 500%. Not like off by a little bit, off by like a ginormous amount. Not even including this. Okay, and remember, I'm being super conservative here. Now, they were selling a $5,000 package. Now, according to the Small Business Administration, a typical small business in the United States needs to invest 30% of their marketing costs in sales and marketing. So basically, if you want to sell a $5,000 package, you need to invest $1,500 in marketing. Basically, a third. So 1,500, look, 1,560, right on, right? It's consistent, with that. Now, if your product is more complex or your business is unknown or something like that, these numbers go up. They do not go down. So what I want you to do is I want you to understand a degree of reasonableness about your business. And to sum it up, marketing, it leads to sales. Okay, but it is not sales. It comes before sales. And you must be consistent and persistent in your marketing messages. You need to say it again and 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 again. And you know what? It takes time. I might have to have this type of conversation with clients again and again and again because they think that they can just throw out $20 and have money fall from the sky. It can't happen. Your marketing pretty much needs to be a third of your business. And the Small Business Administration have collected metrics about this, figures, basically since the 1940s in the United States. Marketing is expensive, but it's expensive because if it's done right, it results in revenue and sales for your business. It leads to sales. Marketing leads to sales. Most of you want the sales, you want the money, you want the revenue without the marketing. I get it. That's who we are as human beings. We want results without effort. So do I, but unfortunately that's not reality. Now, if you need help with this reality, visit us at buildingaspirations.com. That's buildingaspirations.com. This has been Mark Michelot with a quick little video about how much should marketing really cost. Thanks a lot. I'll see you at buildingaspirations.com and the next video. Bye-bye.